Is the Auburn place got decent prices wise? Was
Yeah, Auburn.
Do you remember if it was like Elmira place, or was it like cheap, reasonable? It is Saturday.
Well, it is pretty decent. The prices over there, I think, aren't too bad.
They're not similar to Geneva,
I'm assuming,
or not?
but then again, I'm kind of going off of guessing because I haven't been there in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that I have seen the trailer for the X movie. It looks like they're going off to shoot a kind of a crude film, and then it turns into like Chainsaw Massacre kind of vibes.
Doesn't that make it like, ain't it look crazy to go see or something?
It does seem like one of those.
Does it look interesting? Like, because you're like the movie type camera dude, and it's something you'd like to see, right?
Well, I mean, kinda. I do get a kick out of horror films.
Yeah, me too.
I have seen a few, like one being like.
Nothing's really spooked me though. Like once you walk to the car, you're like, am I gonna get slashed?
Well, I'm trying to think of like the last one that we went to that made us scared. Mm-hmm. Like there was one that we went to see The Quiet Place Part 2.
Yep.
Did that leave us feeling like horrified? No. I think it's Zombieland was just funny. Yeah, I got a kick out of them killing off the zombies. But I'm trying to think of the last horror film that I saw that made me horrified. I can't think of many that do that. If this one manages to do that, that'd be awesome. But
yeah, I don't know.
I think at this point I've seen so many horror movies that
they all blend in, right?
They blend in, and I get desensitized. You know, I'm just like, yeah, that's spooky, but
gotcha. No, that's
cool.
Know
that's cool. The character's gonna get killed off anyways.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah. Pretty soon they'll be having some other ones coming out theaters soon, and I've heard about one called Lost City with Sandra Bullock.
When's that come out?
I think late this month.
Late this month. What's the one coming out? The vampire one. That one.
Yeah, it was called Morbius.
So did you? With your dad one time? You said something, and the old guy said, "Oh, you're not." He said something.
Oh yes, I used a back in my day quote. I should not say that because I'm not old enough to say back in my day.
We're not.
Yeah, that's true.
I cannot. That's not a word
what
that
were
I
you
can
trying
ever
to
use.
say in that day? What were you saying?
I don't know. Me and you were walking around, and I just said it out of nowhere.
Back in my day?
Yeah, I said back in my day thing, and not only did he correct...
What did he say to you?
Not only did you correct me, but there was another guy, an older gentleman, who corrected me as well.
Oh, shit.
Saying that's not a word I can use. No. That's their word.
Oh, he said...
You gotta get older to be able to...
Wait, he said that to you?
Yeah, it's not our word.
What was your reaction?
I guess you're right. There's no reaction of oh well, I could say it because I'm 23 at the time. No, doesn't work like that.
Wait, how old are you gonna be this year?
25.
25.
Yeah, a few months.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're gonna be 27, right?
Yeah, yep.
27.
That's cool. What was it? What was the hospitals like in '95, Mark? Were they kind of old school, electronic?
Not much different than they are now.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of like the aesthetic of the '90s, the way people dressed.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
They had this kind of interesting way of dressing there.
You know, if we were born...
They thought certain things looked hip.
You know, if we were born in the 70s, we could have lived in the 90s.
Yeah, we were born in the 70s, we'd have some cool outfits. Yeah. We definitely have some cool outfits. I'd have the backwards hat going.
What kind of game?
I could say word up unironically.
When we cleaned out the house out there, I threw away a leisure suit I had.
Oh, wow. That's from 70s.
Polyester.
70s? Wow.
That was your graduation suit.
I don't know if you've seen Saturday Night Live.
I've seen...
Saturday Night Fever. What was it? Saturday
Night Fever?
Saturday Night Fever?
Yeah, that was John Travolta doing
the
disco
leisure suits and
all
really?
that.
Yeah, he had one.
Oh, nice. Did he?
Yeah.
I got it for graduation.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
I wore it at graduation.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, he was ready to disco down at graduation.
That's cool. Oh, yeah.
He knew the disco pose, shit. Disco.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I couldn't unironically disco if I wanted to. It's just that's just too dead.
Why is that?
Because disco's dead. At least as far as I'm concerned.
I want to tell you what, that took the country by storm. When John Travolta did that.
Yeah. But
that movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, but disco was quite the thing.
You weren't kidding. Didn't really last long though.
What did it last like a decade?
I don't think it lasted that long.
90s?
No, I was dead by the 90s. Long dead. A little bit in the 80s, so maybe a little bit under a decade.
Oh, dang, that's sick.
I'm guessing 8 years, 7 or 8 years, something like that. Probably. Hey, Ma, did you disco?
No.
May 2nd. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah,
I forgot. Dang.
Yeah, just kind of chilling before we head out. We're gonna try Auburn for because they got 2 different movie theaters.
Isn't that in by where the mall is?
Yeah, there's one by the mall, but then there's one that's a little bit further up in Auburn.
It's like by there's
some food places.
There's a big
and then
lot.
you go past
there's a big
them
lots there.
Huh?
There's a big lots by it. I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think there's a
it's
big
further
one.
down there because I was trying to remember it. I've never been to that one before.
Oh, you haven't? Oh,
I've
you've
been to the
to
track
one-
theater for seeing Deadpool 2. My dad.
What's the time for the one that's like outside? Is that still 4:15 or?
It's like 4:15.
Okay. Just
And, yeah, we're still pretty early enough here, so we
what time?
a little bit for,
Yeah, that's fine. What time you think would be a good time? Don't matter to me.
Yeah, a little bit before 2.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah, that's fine.
a little bit before 2, and then
Take our time. And
then we take our time up there, and it takes a little while to get up there, but
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
does.
I don't.
Are you taking 89 all the way? That's a good way to go.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be taking 89 all the way through to get there, and
Then you take
we can just chill and talk, and I always.
I never been to that theater, so that'd be cool if we can get into it.
One thing I enjoy is if like we can like afterwards I like to talk about the movie.
Yeah, we
I
can.
always enjoy that aspect.
Yeah, we can do that.
There has recently, I don't know if you know, but on Netflix there's recently been a new Leatherface movie. People didn't really like it, but
The chainsaw.
Yeah, there's a new Texas Chainsaw.
I
one.
watched it.
Did you like it?
It was good. Okay, I think.
Yeah, there's certain people that were just kind of going against it because
Why?
I don't think they like that. There's a scene I saw in the trailer that I think people were kind of complaining about where it was like he's in a bus and they're all like bringing out their phones.
Yeah, that was.
They're just like, I'm gonna tell
I
him.
remember that. Did you see that clip of that scene? You're like, oh, cool costume, dude, and they bring out their phones and take pictures of.
Yeah, it's like, don't move any closer. I'm recording. Something like that. I saw it, and it's just like, why the hell would that even like deter?
You know what sucks is the poor black girl in the movie. She trying to get out of the bus, and he just freaking cuts her body in half.
Well, I mean, he's pretty brutal.
Yeah, he is.
But for some reason, they brought like there was a character I heard that they brought back that was from the original Chainsaw Massacre. There's like a girl character. She's a lot older in this movie. She's like the old woman.
Okay, yeah, I did.
Yeah, but she was apparently in the original.
Is she really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're trying to bring her in as I guess some kind of nostalgia for the audience.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe that fell flat on people. I think they're just like, yeah, there's a lot of Chainsaw Massacre movies.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else is a good one I saw too.
But that's like I saw reviews on it and stuff like that. So
Oh, I remember. Now I remember parts of the movie, that movie that you're talking about that's on Netflix. I remember they go get in this house, like they somehow it was bought to them or bought to one of the daughters or something. But he's living down, the chainsaw guy, he's living like under, like in the basement area and stuff.
Ooh.
And there's a guy that first part of the movie tries to go, like they leave to go get stuff or groceries or whatever. And he stays behind. He said he'll get the bags, but no, what he's really doing is stealing their shit.
So kind of like a con man, kind of just taking what he can.
Yep, and he goes down there and he eventually he looks around and he keeps on looking and then he runs into the murder Texas Chainsaw. He just he freaking murders him.
Sounds like a grade A scumbag right there.
I know.
I mean, I thought Leatherface was bad, but person who steals from others, that's just like that's real douche category.
I know, right? So that was.
Are you in the movie? Do they try to make it so you're supposed to sympathize with the bad guy in any way, or is he just kind of showing up and just murdering people?
What was interesting is like that's the one girl. I think that they were related. Like she at the end she reads a note or something saying, well, basically he's there to protect you and stuff, and he won't. You just gotta feed him and take care of him and stuff. But he's like her protector basically, which is weird.
Well, that's an odd premise?
Like, because they're related. They're like freaking cousins or something. It's kind of interesting.
Related to the murderer. That's... It's not great.
But... Oh, no, just my Tinder saying I got daily pics. Nothing special.
Wiki word, homeboy.
Wiki wokey.
Wokey words.
Wokey?
Where'd
you get that one from, Ed?
I don't know.
I ran it down there. I flew down and ran it.
How'd you feel about us going to Gettysburg?
Gettysburg would be a fun ride.
Yeah, I was wondering if you, I don't know, if you can look at some point, or maybe I'll do it, like, reenactment. I think that'd be a great time to go down there to go see a reenactment.
Yeah, that'd probably be.
That'd be a pretty neat thing to go do. I'd like to. I like to do a big trip again with you. I mean, we did a trip a while back to Pennsylvania. That was nice.
There you go. That'd be fun.
That was back when I could have bacon, though.
Yeah, you don't want to.
It's been a while. But yeah, I'm up for that if you're ever into that. At one point, I was contemplating Fairmount, Indiana, because I'm a fan of James Dean. The whole town's about him.
Really?
Yeah, he's a long dead actor, but yes, it's a popular area. There's some popular graves over there.
Oh shit!
1955, he died.
Yeah, 1955.
Really?
So, yeah, he died at like a year, my age right now, 24.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did 3 big movies and then died in a car accident.
Oh, car accident. That's awful.
Yeah.
Sad.
One of the earlier
Fairmount, Indiana.
definitions of tragedy.
Is that where he died in Fairmount, Indiana?
I don't. It was in Salinas. I believe it was somewhere near Salinas. But his grave's over in there, and they have contests over there to see, like, they have the look-alike contest. They have the old cars they bring from the 50s.
Oh, cool.
So they kind of celebrate his time there.
There you go.
Yeah. Which is pretty neat.
What's in Gettysburg?
In Gettysburg, there's the battlefield.
Is that PA? You're talking about Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. I like to go over there
There you go.
check it out.
They got the battlefield and
Yeah. I'd like to see a reenactment. Maybe document that, just to,
They do
bring my
reenactments?
camera. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I think that'd be dope to see is a reenactment of the Civil. I mean, everybody's got the gear, and I've heard of those reenactments, and they dressed authentically, and they got it all set up.
There you go.
It'd be kind of like stepping back in time. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be cool to see on your channel.
Yeah. Kind of do something with that. What are some places, some trips that you've gone on that you've you've gone on?
Well, the recent trip was to Florida.
Yeah.
With my dad. I've been to Texas, Galveston.
It's gotten pretty neat.
It's pretty far.
Did you check out any specific landmarks on certain trips? Like,
I checked out like in the ocean area and stuff, and took videos of like a hotel we were at and stuff. Some cool stuff. I'm trying to think what else I did. But they got some.
I try to look into the landmarks and stuff, like wherever I want to go, and too, because I like to go to one that has the most landmarks. Like whatever places has some really well known spots. That's probably a really good place to travel.
Yeah, for sure.
Just to see it. For me, it
what
might
states,
even be
what
for.
What states you been to? Just Pennsylvania.
I went to Pennsylvania.
You bet. Yeah.
I went to Canada when I was a little kid because I kept singing the Marineland theme song.
Oh yeah, you
I annoyed the heck out of my folks.
And then you went to Canada.
Yeah, to go see the Marineland.
Oh, nice.
I kept singing "Everybody Loves Marineland" because the commercial was always on TV back then.
Oh wow.
Early 2000s, I believe it was.
So you've been to Canada and Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it sums it up, yes. But they're nice spots.
Yeah, they are.
But I can't really remember much about the Canada trip because I was
just a kid.
Yeah, a little kid. I did go to New York for
New York City.
New York City for
school trip.
Yeah, school New York City trip
too.
That
was pretty wild, wasn't it?
How long did you get to be there for your New York City trip?
Maybe I don't think I was in New York. No, never mind. I went to Washington D.C.
How long were you there for your Washington D.C. trip?
I feel like it was only a couple days, wasn't it?
A couple days. That's pretty good.
I think. I don't really remember though. maybe.
Because
I remember we stayed in a hotel in D.C.
That's pretty good that you got some time there.
We got. Why? What about you? What happened with you guys?
Because like with your Washington D.C. trip, it sounds like you had a little bit of time to kind of enjoy it.
Went with went with the school though.
I went with the school to New York City, and we spent less than a day there.
What?
And then we went on the bus back. And the only things they showed us is stuff that we could have found here, really.
Really?
Yeah, outside one graveyard and the site where the towers once stood. It showed us that aspect.
I know we stayed. I know we stayed a night in D.C. I do remember that.
Did you get a nice look around though? You feel, or
I think so. But
that's pretty good.
the bed situation was kind of shitty.
How's that?
I never really got a good bed to sleep on. I had to sleep on the floor because you know how we're grown-ups are. You know how us males are. You know, don't want to sleep. Can't sleep next to each other, which is. It's not like we're gonna do anything, you know. But they weren't sharing.
No, they had those like limitations where they're just like, hey, I need to sleep here. Yeah, this is the arrangement. Yeah, I just kind of trying to feel comfortable in my own space, kind of deal, right? Just like you're trying to find your own space.
They were, yeah. There was only 2 beds too, which they should have. They should have had like 4 singles, which was only, but it was messed up.
That sucks that they didn't really.
Yeah, they didn't really work it out. So that was.
They should have worked it out better.
That wasn't the best, so that was kind of a waste there. But other than that, it was okay, I guess.
Now the issue I had with my trip is the 1-day deal.
Yeah,
it was barely 1 day that when we got there.
Yeah,
and the 2 things I mentioned is where the towers once stood and a graveyard. That's about all we got to explore. And then they showed us stuff that we've already seen before. I had Toys R Us, and they took us to a Starbucks. And they're thinking like, yeah, we're showing them around. Like literally, I could have found a Starbucks in my own neighborhood. Like this
What'd you get at Starbucks?
I got like a coffee, a plain coffee. I remember like one of my friends kind of asked me for like $5 so he can get a caricature of himself. He never repaid me, but I just did it because he didn't really plan ahead with like any funds for that thing. I was just trying to be nice because I set aside some funds for the trip.
Yeah, I do remember the DC one.
Yeah.
So you went to New York City. I don't think it.
The New York City trip was okay.
I have the T-shirts. Were you ever offered to go to DC, or was yours just a New York City one?
I think that they just decided on New York City. I don't know if it was a team agreement.
What grade was that? And for you, I think
it was an 8th grade trip.
Yeah, mine was 8th grade too. Okay. I don't know.
Kind of one of them things. It was like a 1-day deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, they really rushed it, and they took us to a lot of the places. I was telling them they took us to a lot of the places that we already could find here, like a Toys R Us and when Toys R Us were around, Toys R Us and a Starbucks were some of the highlights.
Some of that.
Which is kind of humorous looking back.
Yeah,
my extent of ever going to New York City was just going through the outside, like in Bronx or something, going through on my way to Long Island to go when there was a storm. Go to work.
Shoot. I mean,
that was the extent of it.
Did you ever, Mark, drive in New York City traffic?
No.
I wouldn't.
That's horrendous.
Not the regular traffic, just the interstate stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I never did either, but that'd be spooky.
It's got to be a lot trying to deal with that.
It's got to be intense, yeah.
It's got to be just trying to deal with that.
Because if you got a little bit of room, people will cut right in, and they don't mess around.
I'm not surprised with because I mean, just riding in a tour group and stuff, it did not look good. The way the things were set up.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to go down there sometime to get somebody to drive you around.
There you go.
I'd like to go to a Yankees game.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
I actually had a chance to either go to the Yankee Stadium,
really,
or go to the souvenir place.
What'd you choose?
I chose the souvenir place. I didn't give a rat's ass about Yankee Stadium. I'm not a baseball fan. I got to admit, I was just like souvenirs or baseball stadium. I don't give a rat's ass about.
What's the matter with you? You had a chance to go to Yankee Stadium?
I had a chance to go to Yankee Stadium.
When? Wait, when was that?
That was during my trip, yeah. That was near the end of the trip, yeah.
Really?
Certain people chose it, certain people didn't.
So, did they do like a half and...
I'm a nerd. I don't cheat. I'm not that much into baseball.
Did they do like a half and half thing? Like, ones that wanted to go to Yankees went with some?
Yeah. The other one went there. I realized looking back, maybe I should have chosen Yankee Stadium. Probably should have. I mean, I did play baseball.
Was it just a tour of the stadium, or you actually get to see a game?
Oh, you don't get to see a game, but you get to walk around the stadium.
Oh yeah, true.
And you wouldn't be able to be there long enough to see it.
Yeah, true. Because you were only there for a day.
Yeah, it's very limited. We're very limited.
That sucks.
Looking back,
I believe New York City was someplace a minimum of a week if you were going down.
Exactly, but the way it was scheduled, the way it was set up, is very poor. The way they set it up.
Oh really?
Yeah, they just rushed it in a day. It's no way to do it.
That didn't make no sense. Why didn't they just let you stay somewhere?
Yeah, it would be nice if they had it set up where they we could stay and then kind of go from there.
Probably, Eddie, because you'd be in your hotel room crying.
No, I wouldn't be crying.
You know you would.
It'd be tears of joy. Tears of joy.
Yeah, I can see him crying now.
Nah, I'd be cool with it.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't cry that hard.
Yo, but the people in 8th grade was making, like, the kids were crazy back then. Like, in the other rooms, some were making teepees with their beds and stuff, you know?
Oh, like they're making their own forts. That's pretty dope.
Exactly.
This is my cushion fort. Nobody shall pass.
Taking their beds and making stuff.
I feel bad for the cleanup crew on that one.
I know. The kids were a mess.
Kind of reminds me of Beavis Butthead.
You seen that show?
Cornholio. Deep for my bunghole. What? I got a kick out of that one. Yeah, the kids mess with a room and stuff. They can.
You never. So you only did the New York City. Then?
Yeah.
There's no Washington D.C. trip for you?
No, I never got to enjoy any other additional trips. Like, there's no high school trips.
Did they ever do like a big? Like, what was the big thing in 8th grade? Did you make you guys do funding somehow with like selling stuff? Or
yeah, there's some selling stuff for the trip.
Okay, I think mine went. Oh, it's showing us right now. Okay, yep, the one's at 4:15.
Yeah.
That you think? Okay, yep, that's 4:15.
Yeah, 4:15 I think is the next available one because trying to head off from now as soon as you got here would have been trying to cut it too soon. And,
yeah, you would have.
I think we would have been probably plenty late to the program.
We would have missed it.
Yeah, we would have probably missed the whole first act. I'd like, so Corey, do you think this is where it starts? And you'd probably be like, no, I don't. No, this is not.
4:15. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. 4:15.
Now, like while we're out, if you wanted to,
I was wondering if
get something to eat.
Yeah, I was hungry.
The Chili's place is across from the track theater.
Well, it's across from that one.
Yeah, it's Home Depot way. And
yep.
Yeah, I know that, but
it's not the one we're going.
Because the place that we're going is like pretty far off too.
Down.
So, yeah, so I didn't know if you wanted to
take her.
And my question is, if we do that before we go and see the movie, or if we do that after?
I'm not sure. How would you approach it? Because I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
I'm okay with either or, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's my debate on like whether like the approach of it. It's just like
shit. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Don't we want to do it before so our stomachs are kind of got food in them?
Okay, we can do it before.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it before.
It don't really matter to me, I guess. But
yeah. I think the prices are pretty decent for the movie.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They look like it.
They look pretty affordable. So.
Says it was.
Yeah. And on the way back homeward and stuff, I will be filling up the car. I just want to fill up the car just to make sure.
That's cool.
That's all.
Yeah, that's
because
cool.
You
gotta need gas in the thing.
Yeah, and it's not my gas that I bring to it, because that just ruins the car seats.
You know, I thought of a video we could do one time.
Oh
no! I mean, it was funny. It's like I didn't. Like you're the parent or something, and I didn't want you to stop to fuel your car up.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we don't need to get gas. Well, we need it, and then you say we need it.
But so over the clip and stuff or something, like it just the car gets worse and worse or something, and then like we run out of gas, and you're just like,
yeah, we didn't.
Nah, we're good still. And I'm just like, dude, no, we're not. We're screwed. Actually, we could kind of act it out right now. Just kind of like, okay, we're driving along, right? Mm-hmm. Driving along, and I don't know which part do you want to play. Do you want to play the parent character or the?
I'm playing the kid character.
The kid, okay.
I don't want you to get gas.
Okay. So, yeah, it looks like the tank's good. I mean, we should go with it. We're good. We're fine. Come on. Just keep going. Keep driving.
No, you're the one that's supposed to say it's not looking good.
I'm the one who's the blunt, the guy who says...
Yeah, you're the father.
And you're the one who's in denial.
Yeah,
okay.
That's like, now.
Okay.
I don't want to get gas.
Okay, let's start.
I don't want to stop and get
Let's act this out. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm noticing something wrong with the gas here.
No, I don't
It
want
looks pretty low. Like, we could go like a couple miles here, but it's gonna run out.
I don't want to get gas.
You don't want to get gas. Okay, are you like low on funds or something? Because this is like...
No, I don't want to go to a gas station.
Okay, first of all, like, I could spot you some money and we can get some gas. Because the car is only going to last a few more minutes. I swear to God, it's going to last a few more minutes.
Maybe it's just like some kid that's afraid to go to the gas station. I don't want to go to the gas station.
Oh, like the kid who's just like, oh, it's scary over there. All the people are looking at me as I'm getting no gas. Ooh, I don't want to go. You can't make me. And then they run out of gas. It's just like, oh! Just so upset. Just so upset about it. Is it?
I was thinking that when we were down on our trip in Florida, on the way down, that popped up in my mind, the gas thing. Like, what if
the person in denial and just
it's like I don't want to go to the gas station.
You can't make me go to the gas station.
Something like that. Just a kid that just doesn't want to go to the gas station for some reason. Who knows why?
You can't make me go get gas. I've had different ideas for skits too, kind of throughout the day and stuff, like where I think of an idea and I'm like, this is a neat idea. I kind of thought like one of like if somebody had like a talking dog or something. I always get a kick out of that.
Like Family Guy talking dog.
Yeah, like a Brian thing, but it's in the real world, so they're like actually concerned that the dog's talking. Oh. Because in the real world, dogs don't talk.
True, you're right.
I've seen that premise in movies where dog talks and stuff, but like this one's like it gets worse and worse because the dog's just like saying like evil shit.
Evil.
Yeah, like the boy has a dog, right? And he goes, "How you doing, Scruffy?" And Scruffy's just like,
"I'm gonna kill you, Billy."
Holy shit.
Scruffy, what's going on, Scruffy? Why? How the hell are you talking, Scruffy?
Shut the fuck up, Billy. Who said that you could fucking speak? Give me a goddamn milk bone, bitch.
You know, that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. Where it gets more and more fudged up. Yeah, the more questions the boy asks the dog, the more he's just like, okay, something's really wrong here.
Huh. No, I see what...
Maybe the dog pulls out a knife, just like... the boy's just... Oh. It's less than an hour.
Is it?
Like 46 minutes, it says.
How do we time it so we have enough time to eat our food? We don't know if we'll have to wait too to get in there.
That's always tough though, is deciding.
Chili's, yeah, it is tough.
Yeah.
I'm not good with the time thing. I can't.
Well, the thing is like we don't know like either way what we're walking into. Like you could plan it at a time that you think's good, and you still might walk into a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I mean we're kind of at 1 o'clock, kind of getting over lunch hour, but I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like how to approach it like a crowd and stuff.
Because we would have to wait again. Because we always seem
but
like
then again,
it's not a bad wait, but it's.
When I went to another Chili's, they've been I think more opened up a little bit more.
What one's that one?
I think there's the one over in Ithaca.
Oh, okay.
I went to one there, and before they have very limited seating, and they wouldn't like let me in there because they have certain space.
By yourself though, Ithaca? Because when I went with you to the Ithaca one, we always had to go to the.
I know we had to play the waiting game before, but more recently, I think I went to that one or the Elmira one.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
No, it was the one in Ithaca. Yeah, it was one in Ithaca because I went to go see that Batman movie I told you about. And when I did that, the place was more opened up.
Went there by yourself?
Yeah.
I done that.
They felt less understaffed, I guess. Maybe it's because they're understaffed or something.
You think it's getting better, maybe?
Well, they might be more opened up, so maybe we can get in easier.
Maybe.
I'm optimistic.
I haven't been to the Auburn one in a little while, but I think they're okay. Good.
Yeah, they ought to be okay.
What do you usually get at the Chili's? Did you get the same thing you usually the 2 orders?
That's all I can get is 2 orders of fries and some chips. I'll probably get a bag of chips to go.
Gotcha.
Probably sums that up right there.
There you go. That's what I'll do too.
Yeah. Sure, but unfortunately, you can't get more than 1 bag of chips.
Really?
Yeah. I found that out. Like, the reason why we got 2 bags of chips is because it's 1 for you, 1 for me.
True.
But, like, when I tried to get 2 bags of chips solo...
You can't do it?
No, they were just like, no, we're not going to give you another bag. You just got to deal with this 1 bag.
Really?
It's kind of rude, but yeah.
When did they do that?
Well, when I went to the Batman movie.
He asked for 2 bags of chips.
Yeah, I was like, I'd like 2 bags. I actually kind of asked for 3, but I was hoping that if it didn't work out, I'd get 2. I just got 1.
They said they couldn't do it?
She said, no, it doesn't work that way. They gave me just 1. So they didn't agree to that. They just gave me 1.
They probably saw how big you are. They're like, no, I can't order food.
They're like, hey, fatty. Hey, fatty, you don't need no more chips, fatty.
Nothing against you.
You already ate enough, fatty. I don't want like that, but it's just kind of like...
Maybe just because they only have so much. Maybe
I guess maybe they were just low in stock and
could be
just like make do.
Who knows, man?
I don't know. It's kind of like what the fudge.
Dude, they still got root beer there. I love my root beers.
As far as I'm aware, they got that. But
no, don't do it.
I don't know.
You're not gonna do it, are you?
What?
Drink a root beer.
Probably gonna drink a root beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, having that meal without a root beer would be a bummer.
Yeah, because you get the burps and stuff.
Yeah. Though then again, I burp a lot anyways.
Do you really?
I'm full of gas.
Nice clear headphones you get.
Yeah. Did you get the footage I sent you from the last video that we worked on?
For some reason, it's not letting me do...
Okay.
This is what it's doing for me, Ed, for the last video you sent me. It's making me, like, it's making me sign in somehow to some... Here. Maybe.
Well, if you look up on YouTube, it says Ed Podcasts. That's what I edited.
Maybe I found... Oh, you just fun podcast highlights. Yeah.
Those are the conversations that we've had prior. Those little fun segments. I broke them up. And,
oh, cool.
Yeah, and I thought that'd become a fun thing to do. Is do podcasting.
I gotta subscribe for you.
Oh, thank you.
I don't want to subscribe. Oh, I gotta sign in. Yeah, I don't got a thing to
It's alright. But yeah, I enjoy doing some podcasting because it's kind of liberating to just talk and I have something to edit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't do much editing anymore. Like, because of work and stuff, it gets so busy.
True, yeah.
That I don't often get a chance to edit anything together and do a story or some of the stuff. I got kicked out some of the stuff that we talked about, like when we were talking about Jackass. And
I gotta look up that Ricky Burke one with the PS5. That was funny.
Oh, he's pretty funny. He's a funny dude on YouTube.
Ricky.
He's able to do all those. Like he played this woman character before. Yeah. In one of his videos, I thought that was pretty funny. He's pretty funny character. He does a lot of different stuff, and he's really obsessed with video games. I've seen on his channel. He likes to do video game stuff.
I wonder if this is no shit. Oh.
Yeah. I just remember that we saw one time in theaters, Ready or Not. Remember that scene where everybody just explodes?
Mm-hmm.
I just imagine that would happen. Oh. That'd be it. That'd be just.
Sure. I'd be like, go to your exploding sequence. That's funny.
I'll edit that in. What's 2 plus 2?
That's what your mom's talking about. Holy cow. I did not see that coming. We get to see some shiny skies later.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. Mm-hmm. The weather that we're dealing with today is supposed to get kind of a little bit thunderous, a little bit cloudy
weather.
Yeah, but I don't think it's too bad of a trip to make with all that. I mean, knowing it doesn't sound too bad. Like if there's a horrible snowstorm coming in, I don't think I'd race off to the moon or something.
Yeah.
Can you make a fart sound?
This is a fart.
I never did that.
I tried it. Oh.
Can you make a fart sound?
You got the volume up?
Yeah, it's in.
I'm not sure if yours does it. But
how do you make a fart sound?
Science.
No, mine doesn't even talk to me or do.
Mine can make a burp noise.
Let me hear it.
This is a burp.
How do you get all the cool stuff like that? That's cool. Mine doesn't do this.
Excuse me.
Oh, shit.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I just realized now that the mics are giving out, so...
Okay, me too.
I'm going to put this to the side because it's pretty useless now. That my recorder is gone dead. Both of them are done. Like, I think we've gotten enough, like, recording time and then
What do you
footage
think
on
we've
the...
been talking about? Random stuff.
We've been talking about some crazy stuff, so I'm going to have to use the audio from the camera
Yeah,
for the
audio
last
from
bit of
your
it.
camera.
Yeah, but I'm going to have some clear audio for a bit of it, and honestly it's been quiet for the most part, so that'll be decent.
Yep. Really a fart.
Oh, tell me a dirty joke.
Here's a dirty joke. What did one broom say to the other? Have you heard the latest dirt? Apparently the vacuum cleaner bit the dust.
I like it. I like the joke.
That's pretty good.
All right. I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah. We had a good time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and get some other waters and ready. We're going to be going on a trip.
Yep, going.
That we talked about.
Yep. Sounds good.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.